Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mixed Media Frenzy. Me this week is Krista and Shannon, and we are going to try to do a video every Friday using mixed media. This week we chose stamping. So here I am showing you the colors that I will be using, and a lot of them are Lindy's. And the light pink one is Cotton Candy, and this dark green one is, let me see, it's a mint color from Lindy's. And then I'm also using Elfin Magic and Kermit the Frog. And then the blue one is the Tiffany Blue from Lindy's. So what I am wanting to do is I already prepped my cardstock with gesso, and I am putting some mixed media on the paper, and then I'm going to stamp some Vicki Boutin leaves and flowers. And I'm going to stop and I'm going to dry this and then stamp them, and then I'll use my Big Shot and cut out the flowers, but I have to fussy cut the leaves out. And then I'm using some old gray ink from Close to My Heart, and here I will show you that I'll be stamping them, and I'm just going to use these for embellishments. So I stamped 3 leaves on the background. So I really love using my stamps for embellishments. It's, gives you something to use, and I don't really embellish this layout too much. I am using my How to Kill a Kit with Style. I have been doing a lot of pages with this kit, and I have a lot of paper left only because I used 2 paper pads for my kit. So there you can see all of my stamping done. And I go ahead and go off camera and I cut, I do cut them apart, but I do use the Big Shot off camera. But here I leave in me cutting them out into smaller pieces. So the paper up close from using Lindy's is really shimmery, and there's a shine to it, and it's really pretty. So I don't think I have you watch me fussy cut all that, but I did choose this paper from the Flourish collection, and I had in my kit, and I'm just going to build a cluster on the left side. And I really love the colors that goes with my photo. So my ATG ran out, and I had to, I did pick up some ATG in North Carolina before I came home because I knew I wouldn't be getting anywhere real soon, and I wanted to scrapbook when I got home. I will have a link listed below of Krista and Shannon's channel, and so go please check out what they're making. And I already had a little peek of Shannon's layout, and it is beautiful. Love the stamping. So go check out her channel. And here I kind of messed up the ATG, and I had to put a different one in. So I'm going to mount Lily's photograph on some glittery kind of rose gold paper, and I really love how it just sparkles. So then I cut it out, and then I'm just going to overlap the photo right in the middle of where the teared paper is. Yeah, right there. And I have a hard time trying to decide where to put the flowers at. And I really want to overlay them on top of this colored paper. And the blue is just kind of a little bit too blue. And I think what I do is I tuck just a little piece of it, and that way I can have some of the blue, but because there is a little piece in her jammies that she's wearing. So I fuss around with the flowers for quite a while, and then I decide that I needed to cut one of the leaves in half, and that way I could bring it out the side. So now I decided where I wanted them, and I'm gluing the leaves down, and then I think everything just kind of flows together. And I pulled these two cards, and they were from a ephemera pack that I had in my kit. And I'm just kind of moving them around to see where I want them. And I don't think I leave them like that. Yeah, there I just kind of crisscross them and layer them on top of each other. And then I try to decide where I want to put this little label. So then I decide that I want to use a bike on this page, and it don't have anything to do with the photo, but I like the colors and it went with the paper pretty good. So I thought, well, let's just throw it on there. And I really like where I put it. So I stuck that label in above the photo, and now I'm just gluing down the cards. And sometimes I'll put these cards just for a title, and other times I'll journal on them. This time I'm going to put a title on the card instead of writing some journaling. So I pulled out these gold thickers from Flourish, and I'm going to add a lot of those to the layout, just kind of make it shine. I pull out some leaves, and I'm going to overlay them on top of the, kind of tucked under the flowers and on top of the leaves. But I do pull this word love, and I put it on that card. And I love how that runs in with across the page, all the gold. Now I'm putting the leaves on. I love the little hint of gold. So after I put the third leaf on, I do pull some of the I do pull one of the hearts off of there, but I do end up, there's a flower up in the right hand side, and I wanted to just add a little bit of that pink above the two small cards that I put. But of course, first I'm going to outline my page. I love doing that. And then I added a little bit of splatters from the Lindy's Cotton Candy. And then I'm using the Yellow Rose of Texas. And I just kind of sprinkle both of them on. Then I pull out some enamel hearts, and I go through this sticker sheet, but honestly, I don't. I have a little label sticker that has a little yellow in it. and I put that above the card. And now I'm just kind of just looking through everything, and I decide to get out some enamel dots. And oh, I forgot. First, I pull out these Maggie Holmes buttons and I plop them right in the center of those pink flowers. And then it stood out too much. So I just went ahead and got rid of those buttons. And I really wanted a center for these flowers, but nothing looked right. It just made the flowers stand out way too much. So I decided not to put centers. I even pulled Chamel's glittery dots and I took them off. It just stood out too much. And I wanted the focus to be on Lily's pretty face and her gorgeous smile. So I just go ahead and use some yellow hearts and I just kind of move them around the page. And I think this is it. Be sure to go check out Krista and Shannon, and we will see you next week with our new series, Mixed Media Frenzy. And thank you all for coming to my channel. Bye-bye.